Did you ever feel like pushing that door open at work, walking out, and hitting the open road? Well, my name is Nick Kessler, and I teach shop. And this is my buddy, Brian Fulmer. He teaches too. And let's not forget about our former student, Wolfie. And when summer comes, we turn into a 3-person film crew that hits the highways and byways of North America in style, riding drop top in our 1968 Caddy. Our main mission, to educate you about the places we visit. No classroom rules or lesson plans here. Just complete freedom to show you what this great nation is about. This is Road Trip Masters. This week's episode has us driving to Cooperstown, New York. The sky is beautiful and a perfect day to have the top down. Cooperstown is synonymous with baseball, but its history is deep and rich. Founded by Judge William Cooper in 1786, the area was first put on the international map by his son, James Fenimore Cooper, with his leather stocking tales. Baseball inventor Abner Doubleday was from Cooperstown, as well as former summertime resident Samuel F.B. Morse, inventor of the telegraph. Today, Cooperstown is cool and hip, and is packed with things to do. From the Baseball Hall of Fame to a world-class opera house, this town has it all. In fact, one of the oldest rivers in the world, the Susquehanna, begins in Cooperstown. But it was time to check into an iconic landmark, the Otesaga Resort Hotel. Built in 1909, the hotel was the vision of Edward and Stephen Clark and constructed in the federal style of architecture. With its 30-foot columns and gorgeous views, we were just dying to get inside to find out more.
When checking in, the rooms, what can you tell us about the rooms? First of all, how many rooms?
We have 132 rooms in this property, and every single one is different. Because it's 107 years old, we've renovated numerous times, and we have all the modern conveniences, but size and shapes are different than what you might find in today's more contemporary lodging. You will find a federal period as far as the architecture of the hotel, as well as some of the decor in the rooms. Very comfortable beds, very large rooms.
What about eateries or restaurants on the premise here?
We have two in the building, our Glimmerglass restaurant, which is more upscale dining, and then we also have the Hawkeye Bar and Grill. That's our more casual, all-day dining restaurant. We also have a lovely hidden gem, our Pro Shop patio. We have a small restaurant there that runs lunch only. Probably the best views of the lake. And one of the unique features we have is our fire bar, which is a very large 22-seat fire bar with fire coming up through glass in the center, but it all overlooks the lake. So it's a great place for an early evening or late evening nightcap.
There's a ton of family activities here, correct?
Absolutely, a lot of things to do. We have a lovely outdoor swimming pool that's kept heated year-round.
Oh, wow.
We have a large dock where you can rent rowboats, canoes, paddle boards. You can fish from our dock. There are fishing charters on the lake, so if you want to do some real heavy-duty fishing, we have 5 licensed captains. They'll come pick you up right at our dock.
And we're talking a 9.5-mile lake. How deep?
165 feet at its deepest, 1 mile wide.
I think another thing to bring up here, Jim. Are we well within walking distance of Cooperstown?
Absolutely. We're just about 2 blocks from all of the major attractions on Main Street. Just a few minutes to get to the Hall of Fame. Generally, all of the village is accessible by foot.
I would say location,
and location.
Just outside the village of Cooperstown lies Origins Cafe, a unique, one-of-a-kind restaurant that sources its food from the many local farms in the area, as well as the gardens that exist on the restaurant's grounds. That's where Brian caught up with Dana and Kristen in their food truck, which is the epicenter that powers Origins Cafe.
What do you guys have for us?
Gazpacho. So we are making a chilled cucumber and tomato soup. This is an item that we feature on our menu throughout the summer months. We are currently using shallots that are from a local farm, homegrown tomatoes, cucumbers. Basically, it's just a lot of dicing in this dish. You chop up all the fresh vegetables. After we finish chopping, we're gonna go to our basil house to harvest some basil, and that will be the final touch on the gazpacho.
Okay.
There was a lot of chopping to prepare this wonderful summertime soup. Origins Cafe literally is farm to table. Every ingredient used is grown in their greenhouses or purchased from local farmers. Even during our interview, one of the locals showed up to drop off some meat.
No, you're good. One of our farmers is here to drop off some sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So we just got in some nice looking sausage from this woman at Mulligan Creek Acres. So This is some breakfast sausage that we'll be using on our menu for the Sunday brunch.
These ladies really practice what they preach. It was at this point when we decided to go and visit the gardens because we needed some fresh basil, homegrown, right on premise.
So we are in a whole hoop house full of basil. During the winter months, after we returned from our travels, February, March, and April, we spend time starting a lot of different herb and veggie seeds, as well as a lot of the flowers that we grow. Every day we come out and harvest for different dishes. This is for the gazpacho that we were just making, so we'll julienne some up and throw it into that bowl.
So back to the kitchen, where Dana mixed shallots, tomatoes, and cucumbers, then added that beautiful aromatic basil.
All right, so what do you have? Garlic? Fresh garlic?
Yep, garlic from one of our great friends' farms. She grows thousands of garlic plants every year and brings a lot to us.
It was time to make the broth. Fresh tomatoes, apple cider vinegar, and olive oil. Blend it into a puree and add it into the fresh vegetables with a little salt. This masterpiece would not be complete without fresh squeezed lemons from the greenhouse. And voila, gazpacho, with 90% of the ingredients grown on site. Instead of farm to table, I'm calling this one greenhouse to table.
All right, sir, your gazpacho.
All right. Tell you what, our first date.
Oh, here we are.
You really get a chance when you sit down and relax. Really gives you a time to appreciate all the beautiful vegetation that you have here.
Certainly does. Surrounding us right now, we have a papaya tree, we have avocados, coffee. It's really a lot to explore here.
Oh, it's a great place. Great place to engage in good conversation and good food.
Enjoy.
Gene, what an absolute gem located right here in Cooperstown.
Well, started a little over 5 years ago, about 6 years ago. Got intrigued with the whole world of craft distilling, so I jumped on the wagon and said, you know what, nobody has done what I would like to do, which is marry spirits and baseball. And so we are the innovators in that respect. Ever since then, it's been a great ride. We celebrate our 5th anniversary, in fact, in just 2 months.
Hey, you know what I say, Brian? We got to get hands-on here. Gene, can we take a look of your process and
You
how
bet.
everything is made?
You bet, let's go.
All right, let's go. We got a big tank here.
It smells pretty good.
It actually does, buddy.
So, comes out of the pot, mash tun, goes into a fermentation tank. This is what's called a cap, what's on top. That's the grains that rise from the CO2.
So that's like that cracked corn I was just holding, right?
Exactly. And actually, if you punch this down, and we do have a puncher, but you can see that
It's real soft.
it's real soft and it's hot.
So that cap is going to sink right to the bottom of this
Correct.
tank.
It's sort of like porridge, oatmeal.
Let me try it. I have it still stuck on my hand.
Look at that. It's actually sweet.
It's safe.
Very sweet.
Well,
Yeah.
I would.
It's sweet.
Wait a minute. Is this safe to eat?
I was just going to ask that. You stuck your finger right in your
It's
mouth.
safe to eat. I don't know why we were all stupid enough to put our hands up.
Gene continued to tour us around the facility, where we started to better understand this grain-to-bottle process. This distillery mainly uses New York State grains, making it a true farm distillery. Gene's knowledge was second to none, and Brian and I, well, we were getting a little anxious to wet our whistles. And that's when Gene introduced us to a baseball-themed whiskey created from the love of the game.
Well, this is sort of what established us from the starting gate. We're on our 100,000th bottle. But we did it in this quintessential bottle here, which is
no way.
baseball diamond underneath, pitcher's mound, bases, running lanes, double days autograph, the founder of the game. Get a load of this. 108 stitches.
Yeah, try to count those after a couple of whiskeys.
Exactly.
You know, what I love about it, whether you're a baseball enthusiast and you just want this behind the bar, or if you're a coach and you say, hey, Johnny, I need you to play first. Need you to play second. Johnny, you missed that ball. Boom, boom, boom.
You don't need a dry erase board with this.
Cooperstown Distillery really hit it out of the park. But there's one thing that we learned from all of our travels. If there's a distillery in town, then there must be a brewery nearby. And sure enough, we stumbled across the Cooperstown Brewing Company. Founded in 1995 and located just outside of city limits, this brewery celebrates America's favorite pastime by combining the love of baseball with the passion of crafting beer. That's when Brian and I decided to see if we could go 2 for 2 on the Cooperstown Beverage Trail.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Somebody call ahead here, Brian?
Yes, we did.
I think I knew you were coming.
All right, Lauren, what do you got for us here?
So we have our tasting. It's all 6 of our beers right now that we have on draft. So that first one up front you have is our Summer Induction Ale. It's a rye wheat ale brewed with orange peels. We bring it out every year for the Baseball Hall of Fame induction. So every year the recipe stays the same, but the logo on the bottle always changes to include the number of the player that's being inducted.
All right, buddy. Cheers.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
That's a great light beer.
That is. At Cooperstown Brewing Company, all of their ales have a baseball theme. Brews such as Old Slugger Pale Ale, 9-Man Golden Ale, Backyard IPA, and Squeeze Play Double IPA all honor America's greatest pastime. But the king of all brews brewed here is the Bambino. This American Amber Ale was created alongside of Babe Ruth's closest living relatives. This beer is based upon what they thought the Babe would have enjoyed today if he were alive. Hey, here's to the great Bambino, buddy.
Cheers.
All the ales here were well balanced and refreshing to drink. As you can see, Brian and I had no problem knocking them back. You know what, my favorite is that 9-Man Golden Ale. That's what I'm gonna take a large cup of, buddy.
I like them all, Nick. So I would like a large cup of all of them. But if I had to narrow it down to one, I think it would be this one, the Induction Ale.
As Lauren poured and topped off our selections, we thanked her for educating us on all their brews. But then we heard the distant sound of people playing cornhole in the back room. So we just had to go there and offer up a challenge. Here they are. I see 2 worthy adversaries.
Hey, guys, here comes some athletes.
Let's rock and roll. With a few beanbags and some crisp beer, it was a fact that Cooperstown Brewery was the real deal. A great place to slug down some beverages and hang out with friends. In terms of cornhole, well, Brian and I found out we were better off hanging at the bar. Coming up next on Road Trip Masters, Brian and I travel back in time to see what farming life was like a century and a half ago. And I try to conquer one of the most scenic and challenging golf courses on the East Coast. Cooperstown has beauty and charm everywhere. And as we cruised around in the Caddy, we had to check out a place that is one of a kind. Filled with history and knowledge, the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown is a must-stop when in these parts. And that's when we caught up with the head honcho, Todd, to take us back in time. Todd, here we are at the Farmers Museum. Tell us what a visitor can expect when coming here.
Well, we are one of the oldest living history museums in the country. When people come here, they'll see a recreated 19th century village. We have a blacksmith shop, general store, pharmacy, working farmstead. There's even a tavern where people can come and learn about hops that was grown in the region in the late 1800s.
Now, driving past, I saw that beautiful carousel.
Yeah, the carousel was brought here in the 90s. It represents the history of New York State, from the animals in the state to the history of New York State. It's almost an education when you ride it.
The goal here is involvement, correct?
The goal here is to get people in and get them hands-on, get their hands dirty. They can work in the field, they can work in the blacksmith shop, work in the print shop. It's a great way to learn about how people lived back in the 1850s.
I think I just came up with a great plan. Why don't I check out the kitchen since I'm the food guy and you're the shop guy, so why don't you go to the blacksmith and we'll meet up at our usual spot, the tavern.
And we were off. As Brian headed to the kitchen, I swung over to the blacksmith, where I was about to put my shop skills to the test. All right, what do we got? Hey, where's our safety glasses at, even though I got them on?
Well, yeah, you should be fine with just your glasses. So here is a piece of stock to work with. You can just stick it right into the floor.
Right on top or right in the center?
Right into the center. You want it to be lying flat. For pumping, just give it a nice, even pump with your arm to give you your air.
So right in here, we have the bellows, basically.
Yep, that is our bellows. That's what's giving us our air. I'll take it out, put it onto our anvil, and we're going to work two sides of it, because really, we have two planes we're working with, the face of the hammer and the face of the anvil. So you should only really have to work on two ends of it. If you want to heat that back up and try it for yourself. Yeah, that should be a good start now.
All right, I'll bring it
Take
right
that
over.
out. Yeah, just like that. If you want it to be flat, you go parallel with the surface. If you want an angle, you hold the piece at an angle and then have the hammer match.
Being a blacksmith wasn't easy work. The hot environment alone made you appreciate the determination, drive, and skill that these people had well over a century ago. But in the end, this experience was well worth it. Across the way, Brian was hands deep in the kitchen, getting the full experience of what it was like to cook up some chow back in the day.
Just put it right in.
Throw them right in, please.
Nervous.
Good job.
So right over the fire it hangs.
Exactly.
With a little butter.
Exactly. And if you notice, a lot of S-hooks were just cooking pots. And with all of your pots have legs, take ash, hot coals, put them on the floor of the hearth. This whole area would be a cooking surface for us as well. What do you think? Do you need a little bit of butter in there?
I think I do.
Okay. Are you doing that?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're doing such a good job.
Hey, they say butter makes it better.
It does. See what you think.
Time to sample this, and I have a feeling I didn't cook it long enough, but we'll see. Okay. Hey, aren't that bad?
See?
Hey, thanks again for having us. Hey, thanks for letting me on to some of your secret cooking tips.
Yeah, don't pass it on.
The Farmers Museum here in Cooperstown was a true blast. A place offering an educational experience through hands-on activities. Unfortunately, for Brian and I, the tavern was closed. But this museum had enough exhibits to keep us occupied. Next on RTM, I finally get my chance to tackle the legendary 18th hole at the Leather Stocking Golf Course. As our Cooperstown experience came to a close, there was just one thing left to do: play the picturesque 18th hole at the Leather Stocking Golf Course. That's where I caught up with Dan, the manager that oversees these legendary links.
First of all, how did it get its name?
Well, back in the old days, the settlers used to have to wear leather stockings because of the underbrush and everything.
And you're right on the lake here. How many holes?
It's an 18-hole golf course. Right on the lake, there's 3 holes right on the lake, but the lake is visible from all 18 holes.
Oh, wow. So every hole that you play, you have a view of the lake?
Yes.
How long's it been here?
It was originally built as 9 holes back in 1909, and then it was transformed into 18 holes in 1919.
All right. I guess I'm going to go out and play one of these holes.
Let's go play a couple.
Dan and I loaded up our clubs. I couldn't help but notice how calm and peaceful our surroundings were, but that feeling started to go away as we approached our tee box. To be successful on this hole, I knew I had to clear the body of water that lay in front of me. There we go. Let's see what happens. Vintage Taylor burner bubble. Man, am I in trouble?
Oh, you're fine. That's going to carry you.
You were worried there for a bit, weren't you?
Not it. You've got a pretty good swing.
Thank you. Dan's boost of confidence motivated me, and his tee shot was perfect and cleared the water with relative ease. But I had a secret weapon in my golf bag that I couldn't wait to use. Well, I got my 5-wood here. I do believe this may be a ladies' club. I'm happy I'm not down in the ditch here.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, stay down.
Great shot.
Looks like I'm down in a hole there, though.
Very good. A little bit of rough, but you're okay.
Dan and I battled it out. To get our golf balls, well, as they say, on the pond, I found myself in an unusual predicament. I see I'm right by a tree, so I'm going to have to drop it in front of the green. This sucks. Look out, Dan. As I moseyed on down to my ball, I remembered a couple of lessons that my Uncle Mike taught me. Gotta follow through.
Gotta follow through. Keep my head down, shorten on the stroke. Come on, baby.
As I chipped it onto the green, Dan lent his expertise on how I should put this baby in the hole. But in true Nick Kessler fashion, I hit it too hard and had to putt in for a 7. Dan and I shook hands. It was a true honor to play this iconic course. This 18-hole marvel is a must-play for any sports enthusiast when visiting the village of Cooperstown. Well, that's it for now. Until next time, people, get out there and hit the open road, whether it be planned or unplanned. So until next time, rock on, people, and God bless America.